If your child is a space nut like mine, Usborne has so many incredible space books, and this is just a small sampling of them. The first one I'm going to show you is my very first space book, and as you can see, there's little bits of information throughout the book, so great amount of information for the kids to learn something from and really grasp onto these little things without being overwhelmed by too much information. There's a variety of topics covered in this book, and the illustrations do a great job supporting the information that the book is teaching you. The next book I'm going to show you is The Solar System. This is a really good nonfiction book that goes a little bit more into depth about the solar system. The illustrations are really spot on, whether they're pictures or photographs. They do a great job describing the information that the book is teaching you. And I feel like Usborne does such a good job really picking out great information that kids can latch onto. Sometimes in nonfiction books, it's just so much information that the child, has a hard time picking out, what's important, what are they going to remember, and Usborne does a great job just really focusing on good, relevant information. The next book I'm going to show you is our Look Inside Space book, and this one is a flap book, and flaps are just so much fun for kids. There's information on the flap and under the flap, and I just think it's a perfect amount of information for the kids to learn. And kind of like I mentioned with some of the other books, Usborne does a good job picking out good relevant information that a child would be able to understand and grasp onto. I find so many nonfiction books are not really developmentally appropriate for little kids to really retain good information from it. So, this Lift the Flap book is so much fun. It even has flaps inside of flaps. The next book I'm going to show you is also super fun. It's Big Book of Rockets and Spacecrafts, and once again, great information throughout. But what's neat about this book is it has these giant fold-out pages, and so it makes everything inside of the book really big. And that can be really fun for our little space lovers. And then the next book I'm going to show you, this is one of many sticker books that pertain to space, but this one is Build Your Own Robots and Spaceships. And you can see you've got all these different spaceship part stickers, and then you have pages that you match it to, and then there's little bits of information and reading you can do on each of the pages. So I just really love Usborne sticker books. And then this last book I'm going to show you is the Usborne Official Astronaut's Handbook, and this is packed full of so much information. I'll show you the table of contents here, and it really helps kids dive in deeper with, becoming an astronaut. What does it take to be an astronaut? What do you need? What's the training like? So lots of really great information, and as you can see, there's illustrations throughout all of the book, so it makes it a little bit more fun for the kids to read. And there's not too much reading. It's nice, good chunks of information. So yeah, that is the gist of the space books that I have. There's so many others, and hopefully you found one that will work great for your child.